Hey there, YouTube. Back again, back again. Um, as you see right now, I just posted something else again. Again, dealing with my brother Tony. And I don't know. Everyone is going through something. Okay, there's nothing. Everybody, we have to stand in line. So to stand in line. Everybody got a lot of shit they're going through. You know. Um, the thing that I wanted to go ahead and do is actually say this out, and this is not to good, bad, or ugly on any particular, but it's just it's in general. It's in general. A lot of people go through a lot of things all the time, and again, we all got to just stand the fucking line on a lot of shit. Okay, all of us got to stand in line on a lot of shit because everybody is going through something right now. Okay, um, then again, there's also some of us that have been given and called to a lot more, than I'm not saying it's a lot more than the average or anything like that. I'm not saying it's greater or lesser. I'm not saying none of that either. But I'm just saying, you know, uh, people, as I get go at it, there's a lot of people that get it just like me, or more, you know what I'm saying? That I fucking learn from. And not only that, we have shit to do as far as it's not just for ourselves that we're doing shit for. Okay? It is not just for ourselves. Now, as I tied this inside of here, see, even the last wife and everything, her father's from the same fucking damn place where we're from, Cleveland, Ohio. Toning, who I met inside the prison, his grandfather is from the same fucking place in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay? So these people, this group, this particular fucking group right here, has set out to do exactly what you see in what it's set out to do. Okay, it's not to say that everybody's from Cleveland, Ohio. There's in this shit, but I tell you what, I'm not gonna meet the same people from the same fucking place and they're inside of the people who I meet. I know I meet with a purpose and shit. Okay, and even masculine and feminine, and a lot of us are gifted. He's gifted also. He helped with lyrics on the song, split eye, can't see, ripped, stitches, staples all the way through here, all the way. I wish I could just took a picture of him so you can see the shit that Tone and fucking went through. Okay? My body is still intact. He done went through some shit. And he doesn't have the faculty that I was trying to show him everything that I just showed you right there. I gave it to him so he can go ahead and do it. But he's stuck again, like I cut a woman off from the Most High. I ain't tripping on this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've been my whole fucking life. With him, it's different because they marred his face. They marred his face and everything with accidents. This, that, his eyes, he was beautiful. I'm talking about hair, everything fucking beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dude. They jealous motherfuckers then fucking took him through a lot of shit to where right now, I'll tell you this. He showed me a picture and everything of when it was him as younger and everything, okay? And so what it is, his auntie, got it up on her Facebook and everything. It's actually his fucking picture, but it's a nephew that looked just like him. He said, "This is how I looked." The woman, his wife or his mother who stayed with him, who stayed with this dude who he beat him. You should listen. I know you know the stories. Same fucking shit. Beat him, They end up stay with him and shit. Why? To go ahead and extract. They gave him the name of the letter Tet. Okay, the letter Tet. And then broke it down because they did not want him to have all the goodness. Every single thing that's listed inside of that, they gave him that. They didn't want it to have. This was the negative. And this is what I was saying as far as, you know, people have different gifts. Some people can pull out the air. You're seeing, I'm sharing what it is, mine is, and these are just some of them. You know what I'm saying? Some people just have that of the numeric, and then some people have other on top of that shit. Okay, on top of that shit, you know, and so and it gets frustrating, especially when you're you're assisting. You first of all, you got to get the lesson for you. You have to get the lesson, and then you're sharing along the way, and then when they can't, like I say, you meet them where they're at, where they're going through, and you meet them where they're at and everything, and they can't get it. That's the most frustrating, not just for fucking them, for even for us who fucking got to go in, who's been assigned to fucking do that shit, who's been assigned, whether it was assigned to the family or to the particular or just to one fucking person or to a group of fucking people, 1 to 1,000 to a fucking million. The shit is frustrating, especially when you do meet another one too, and then, they're not there necessarily there, and it should get fucking frustrating, So when I'm saying as far as meet fucking Gates and all that shit, do you think I'm gonna be ready to fucking, if I say that I'm gonna be fucking somewhere, do you think I gotta go back and say I'm gotta do this and shit? No, I'm still gonna fucking show the fuck up no matter fucking what. And along the way, I have to adjust whatever the fuck I gotta adjust. So those are some of the things that I would go ahead and do, suggest. Suggest. We're not all together there yet. We don't know everything the fuck is what's going on. So what you're doing is you're fucking up portals and shit. Okay? Portals of time. And you don't understand yet. I've expressed it. I've expressed it and I've expressed it. And I understand everything is not on my timing or even everything is by the divine. But what I am stating and everything is, it doesn't necessarily mean sew up everything you can sew up and everything, whatever you got to do, and then go, or go when you fix your mind, get this right and everything, and then get that. No. That's where you're fucking up, because that's where you're stopping the creator, Big Mama and all our entities. They got that shit. All we got to do is show the fuck up. That's all we got to do. Show the fuck up. That's it. Okay? So this is an encouragement. It's not I'm frustrated in the fact that after I looked at everything broken down, that's where my frustration is fucked up, because those two little bitches, those old bitches, the same fucking age as my fucking uncle, old ass bitches and shit, hags, who breadcrumb us, sitting up, they got $1 million homes and motherfucking their pensions and shit, working at these motherfucking hospitals as fucking what do you call it? You take the money and shit for the hospitals and shit. He's sitting up in the plushy gob. I just got finished sitting watching inside the VA and how many motherfuckers just walking around there, Oh, I ain't even gonna go into that shit yet. So this is where this is the energy where I'm coming from. Is not for a particular, it's not from a particular. This is just the overall fucking energy where I'm at, especially with some, I've been with him, since 2011. Okay? Like I said, we was the first one, and what do? Pick up music to go ahead and express whatever the fuck we need to express while I was in there, to step out and do it. 9/11 on the clock, 9/13 for a new beginning. In the beginning, 9/13 and a 9/11 to bring the motherfucking towers that you see is listed inside of his fucking name. They got 2 9/11s off the top to go ahead and bring him towers. To bring him towers. I was fortunate enough to where me mama and even me papa and Devira Winston, I believe her name was to go ahead and they was able to calculate my name to where all of our shit was interwoven back and forth. Devere is Veret, is Hebrew, is my mother name. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to look at his name, how they cut his shit up and then gave him motherfucking Hitler, motherfucking damn 420 smoke, get high, motherfucking for a date too. Most of these dates is not the when people born. This is the dates that they choose because they know the power that's on those dates. That's the reason why Prince didn't walk off on 420. He walked off on 421. Okay? So everybody understands a little bit more. I beseech thee, I pray that you understand a little bit more every day in whatever it is that you're doing and everything. But this right here is just, this right here is really gets me on here to go ahead and say, whatever you say, do it. I don't care whatever's on the back burner, whatever's going, drop all that shit because 11:11 on the clock. Because those towers, the thought form, everything is not just for us, from us. It's our ancestors. Everybody is in line waiting to do what we got to do. On the smallest scale, to whether it be to 1, 10, like I said, to 1,000, to a global shit, to a global. Who knows? You don't know what's going to happen. All we got to do is show up, though. Okay? And that's all. That's all. All this time doesn't exist, but when George Bush, I was over there for 9/11, okay, in Deutschland, and I didn't even know the lady. She was actually from Africa, but she was married to a German. And when I got there, because of the skin and everything, we related and everything. We won, melanated. It wasn't like that. She was actually Jehovah's Witness, and as far as what do you call it, religious wise. And I'm inside the house, and so I guess they have the open door policy where they just walk right inside the door, the neighbor and all that shit. They had that established and everything. She wasn't in the house. Ane wasn't in the house. This lady comes bust in. I'm doing dishes and everything, or clean up, and she comes in and turns on my TV and the Twin Towers. I see it here. Bam! 1. Come back in. Bam! But as soon as they go back to show, where George Bush was, and he was at a school with children and everything, and they whispered in his ear, and you saw the eye. As soon as that fucking shit, that motherfucker, I knew that shit. They already knew that shit. That shit was, I already saw it. I didn't even have to go into. I already knew it. Okay, so this is what I'm saying as far as these 9/11 towers, Bereshith. Okay, Genesis literally means in the 9/11. Okay, the first letter B has a numerical value of 2. Reshith. The R is 200. And the rest of it is 7-11. Fucking A. Wow. Just the rest of it is 7-11. And that is Arabic. I didn't even look at it that way. The R is Reuben, the firstborn, Reuben. Or even like Rosa. Prima Rosa. First, Prima. Okay? Same thing. Why the R's? Why R? Because the R is actually what? 666, even in English. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Chi. That's our protons, neutrons, and electrons. Okay? Even in English. So that 200, yeah, it's 7-11. So that's fucking tight. I didn't fucking realize that right now. So anyway, the B means in, at, or with. So it could say at the 9/11, with the 9/11, in the 9/11. So basically it says in the beginning, Reshith, the beginning. No, Reshith, beginning. Okay? And so the numerical value for the total thing is 913. And that numerical, where you're going to see that show up again is in chapter 9 and verse 913, where the covenant of the rainbow is given to say, I will not destroy. You won't have another line 11 by flood the way Noah came in. Okay? Noah came in. It won't be another flood. This is the covenant for that, the rainbow. So that's how that whole Bereshith, okay? Bereshith, and in the beginning, jumps straight to fucking chapter 9, and this is the covenant. Something that you spoke, something that I spoke, and said yes, because they in Ivrit, or in the Hebrew, or in the rabbis, they have also sayings and everything. They say, and I think this was in one of the, the side dactic stories or tractic stories and so forth, which are either read or was told to me sitting up at a lecture or something like that. And what it is like the Most High went around to everybody and say, hey, individually, it wasn't just like as a people, hey, look, do you want to go ahead and rock with me? Or do you want to rock with them? Look, this is all, hey, I'm not selling you insurance. I'm really like your creator. Check it out. But, I'm not forcing you to do shit. So look, check this out. All it is like, we got, this was going to happen. We had circle and everything, 360, but they're going to warp it. They're going to warp it and add 5 more and shit. Why is that? Because somebody going to hit it. Bam, a rock is going to hit it. And it's going to warp it off. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to go ahead and make successions of bringing the time on it back with, every 19 years and everything. They got to make an adjustment and everything because they fucking hit it with a rock. They hit my perfect circle, perfect 360 degrees circle. They hit it with a rock. And it made it wobble and everything, 23 degrees. The letter W. You know what I'm saying? 23rd letter. Double V's, matter of fact. 2 V's is really the W. Double V's. W or double V W's. Okay? V's and W's. Volkswagens. Hint, hint. The germs. Man. The germ man. Okay? So, all you have to do is these 248, bro. Look, that's a lot over here. 365, 248. That's all you gotta fucking do, okay? That's all you gotta do. So, a lot of people said, nah, I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. I'm not gonna do it. So, then it was just a handful of us said, like I said, many are called, but few are chosen. So we chose. It wasn't just a choosing saying you're gonna be. No, we chose also to go ahead and say, well, you know what? Well, damn, it does seem, it's less. It's less. Fuck, all we got to do is do 248. We ain't got to worry about no 365 shit. We have more ULAB time. We have more vacation time. We don't even have to worry about, 248, 340. That's 100. 48, 50. I'm not really good for 120 some odd days. 130 some odd days. I'm not this ballpark. I'm not good with numbers like that. 193 on the clock off the top. Just yet. I'm just got to go ahead and learn how to grasp it in a general sense. But you know what? That honestly, that's what the crown, and it was in the Humphrey family, the first shall be last and last shall be first. He was the last one. Stephen, I was still going to call him my Uncle Stephen, my cousin, whatever. But that was his thing. Mine with words. His shit was numbered where he could say 46 minus this plus 1/3 minus 2.6 and add 5 to the 5th power, and he'll beat the fucking calculator giving you the fucking answer. Honestly. Honestly. And that was at 12 years old. At 12 years old, I was like, shit. I was in awe. And he was in awe about something with me too, but I couldn't. I didn't understand what the fuck he was in awe about me. You know, we was the same age. It was only 6 months. This was like a John and Jesus. Okay? John the Baptist, he's 6 months older than me. He February the 12th. Abraham Lincoln Day, right? And Abraham, you know, is the reason why the VA is in existence, because he said, hey, for those who go ahead, Lincoln that is, those who go ahead and fight for the country, you will have service. You know, this is the Li, okay? Again, the Vietnamese and that of China, that's the LI. And then the Cologne family from Colombia. They got together and said, just the two of us. And then they went and borrowed that of Sarah, of Brahma and Saraswati from India. And then you've got where you got it. And then Kenya came in and said, nah. We're going to go ahead. That's Brahma. You know, we're going to go ahead and put ham inside. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Then Sri Lanka said, fuck it. Okay, since you did that, I'm going to go ahead and say sesame. I mean, Moses, you know, sesame, open sesame, open Moses. Moses and sesame, open sesame is the same fucking thing. They said, well, let's go ahead. Well, shit, we got some shit here, guys. We got some shit. We got some hokey pokey, you know, shit. 22 on the clock. And in general sense, I'm not going to keep going into it because it's more, you know, everybody came and did their part. And this is what we have as far as what's running this world today. 22:11 on the clock. All of these free my sons, Masons, that didn't want to listen to Big Mama and didn't want to, you know, do how Big Mama and the Most High has set it up and everything. You know? As the Most High really came to us and said, hey, it's your choice. Everybody got choices. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got choices and shit. So I'm saying again all this right here, you know, again, there's a lot of us that has a lot more, you know, a lot to do and everything, you know? And Pisces, you know, we just had 2,160 years of Pisces. That's in the emotions. That's going around in the fishbowl. I understand right now, we're in the moon right now. So even for myself, I'm going through it too, but it's a process thoughts. It's not, for me, it's a process. It's not, I'm not going to go ahead and feel all these emotions again because I've already done that. Now is putting it in category. Okay? We have to go ahead and this is the year of logic. This is what Aquarius is. Logic. That's what the waves on Charlie Brown. Okay, that's an adder right there. That's a snake. Okay, it's a black mamba right there on a yellow Charlie Brown shirt. That's the black mamba. But it's still the whole essence is that of thought, you know, of what Aquarius is, which is that even that of water, the water bearer, but it's still thought. It's still thought, you know. The palindrome of Thoth, Thoth, thought, 24 on the clock. And that's the dome. The dome is 24 elders. The priest, 24 priests. That's around the soul and everything. First Chronicles. Okay? What is that? We have if our body's messed up, what are we gonna have? Chronic pain, huh? Chronic. So the tiara is the crown. You know, this is tiara. That's why she be making me laugh in the morning. Even in the morning when I'm sad, I'm gonna use the word right there. If I was sad, I get on here. It's rarely that she don't make me crack the fuck up. Okay, you know, at dawn and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just so everybody how we are reflecting off of each other. It's beautiful. But if we go ahead and just collect, if we remain a collective and we don't fucking put shit into action, that shit ain't fucking. That shit is bullshit. I don't even like that motherfucking word. Because the motherfucker just collecting shit and just sitting down. Well, 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 what are we gonna do now, George? Well, I think, I. We already know what the fuck we gotta do. We already know what you gotta do. Even if we do the fucking wrong thing, okay, we did the wrong thing. Don't get to that paralysis of analysis on shit because you're fucking up a lot of shit. You know, people is not in that. This is not the stage right now. A lot of people have made those transitions, and if you're late on that, then that's you. That's on you. Don't make the next person late. Just go ahead, come up with your one leg out of your pants. You ain't got your belt all the way in. You ain't did your hair. You got your toothbrush in your mouth, but get to the fucking thing so you can go ahead and say, okay, I made it. That's all we asking. That's all your answers are asking. You know? Otherwise, you're slowing it down. You're missing the spirit, the nature, then the spiritual, then all the elements, and then the birds. Everybody's in fucking in this mode. It's not just you to show up to the party. Fuck no. That's some selfish ass shit. That's some selfish ass shit. Even if you're half ass, you ain't even wiped your ass yet. Say, excuse me, okay, I made it. I gotta go wipe my ass. Okay, sorry about that. You know, that's what we're talking about on Jawbone Credit. Okay, and that's the frustration. I'm not gonna lie that I've had in my entire life. You know, timing. Timing is everything. It's timing, even with music. Whatever it is, timing is timing. Even if it's an offbeat. But no shows? Who the fuck? We done paid the fucking money already. And then you're going to say, I ain't going to show up? Get the fuck out of here. You know? That was in 2,160 years of Pisces. 2,160 years of Aries, 2,160 years of Taurus, 2,160 years of Scorpio, you know, playing taps. Everybody tapped out on that shit now. Right now is motherfucking the water bearer. The water don't stop. Once the water bearer starts blowing porn, the water don't fucking stop. It ain't gonna stop for nobody. Okay, so don't try and put it in a glass and say, okay, let me go ahead and pour it now. Nah, that's not how that shit flow. It gotta go to flow. We don't even want to touch it. If it's coming from the cielos, you know, the celestial, or that from the depths, we don't want to touch that. We just want to ride the fucking wave. Get in the flow. Get in the flow. Okay? And this is what I would suggest. Because you're going to get, I mean, at certain levels, a lot of, you know, even Moshe, again, when the whiners and everything was whining, we want army. You know, he got pissed off too. He got pissed off. And he hit the rock. He hit the rock. I guess the rock was pissed off that he hit him. You know what I'm saying? Said, okay, go to the promised land. But that wasn't the rock motherfucking position to say that shit. No. You don't go to the promised land. No, it wasn't his position to say that shit. And it wasn't the Most High either. Because the Moshe means water. It's not an individual like that. You're not going to stop fucking water from going into wherever. Sorry. So even that talking narrative part of the story didn't make no fucking sense. And then where's the body at? Nobody knew where the body at. On Mount Nebo. Who's Bo? What Bo? Nebo. What does Nebo mean? Nebo means it means that it's short of like a prophet, like Navi, Navi. You know, Navi means prophet or Nabi, Nabi. Okay, Nabi is one thing, but Nebo is still the same connotation and so forth. Same connotation. So, and that's all of us. All of us have what 80% inside of our body. Don't stop the flow of the water just because you get agitated or scared to to go. Oh, you're the water. We just have to go over the waterfall. Hey, fuck it. Fuck it. You know, no, no, ain't no tippy toeing either. No tippy toe. Just jump. You know, or or be released like I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fly. That's what this time is right now, 3:13 on the clock. It's time to fly. You know? And this is not a knockdown. Again, this is to amp up. I know I came in here differently to begin with, but this is really to amp up because this is what we got to do. We got to do. All right? Okay. Love you. Thank you. And keep loving us. Keep loving me. And we're going to keep loving you. You know, like I said, to death or to life. You know? And hey, if we love you to death, then hey, we ain't got to work no more. Hey!